I'm back again, Zion Felix. Many obi eberishin komo papa penye bia obon homodin wayade obayache and ye berisheche and komo on today's edition of Zion Felix on Cat. Don't go anywhere, cause you be kanya hasem, you be swenyansa, obache nyoma. Anywhere he has been, cause it's been a long time since most of you saw him. You could Dubai from 14th June to 19th June. 4 nights, 6 days, with just 7,200 Ghana cedi. You can join me, Zion Felix, for us to go to Dubai, have fun, tour, learn. Near how Omusiyeno, yes, your bar. Yes, with 18 million. So just call 050-377-9371. 050-377-9371. Registration ends on July 3 and 3rd July. Now, after then, it didn't me enjoy baby because you have to process everything. So, now, by 14th, no, Obeshe Kotoka, Themna 3, Neako, Utia 7,002, everything can home. Your tickets, accommodation, and visa, HM. Consua, baby, could be on Nina, 7,200 Ghana cedi. What about $1,004? What's what Chamobia? That is amount of money that you would have to pay. Mene Kwaku twumasi, Okasini. He does a lot. Most of the things are on. Oh yeah, good day.
Thank you.
But you be able to there.
Adumu, we be able to.
I know Kwaku twumasi to be a Okasini. I know say the productions work can produce a movie.
Yeah. I act, I direct, I write, I produce. Yeah. Mostly, I almost do everything as far as movie is concerned.
So for the young ones now, almost as if you're 2010 Ebano. Let us know how long you've been in the industry.
I've been in the industry since 98. That was when I did my first movie, and I think you can check it from that time up to this time. It's about 30 years or so.
Yeah. So 2000 19 years. So 98, 2 plus 19 is like 21 years.
Or 98, no. Say 2019.
From 2000 by 19 years. So 2 years before 2000, no. 21 years.
Okay. All right. And that was 98 was when I came out with my first movie. But I was doing movie then. But I started everything from stage, Namiye stage, and Sana by into movies. And that has been a long time. A lot of experience has been accumulated.
21 years of acting. How has it been like the journey?
Very interesting, up and downs, but all in all, it has not been bad. It's not been bad because the genesis of the movie, I was there up till now. Until I know everything about Ghana movie industry. Until I would say it's not bad. We have had our ups and downs. Until this time, no, we are going through one of the critical moments, but I don't think it's the end. It's just a transition, and we need to pick ourselves up and see what we can do to save the industry.
So as you rightly said, you've been there, you've seen everything like the ups and downs of the industry. Time changes happening now, experience. Most people, when you're talking about the industry, no one say it do debia na Nigeria for no take over, and then it took Agya Koo to come and save us. When you hear such a thing, do you agree with such people say it took Agya Koo to come and save the Ghanaian movie industry from the Nigerians?
Yeah, that time, no. In fact, it was a bad time for the Ghana movie industry. Now, I had to say, we're doing movies virtually in English, in everything that we do. Even Kumasi, we're doing English movies and other things. So, at a point in time, when the Nigerians came in with Aki and Popo and the rest, you realize that time, no, ahomachi and Nkrofo kosa lie. A couple of movies. Meanwhile, na the ne ho ayento. And that was when we decided to introduce 3 movies. And now 3 movies, no, so Agya Koo di akotene pa. In fact, yeah, the Santo ne started 3 movies, no. And anche and when nyame de nyame mfa ne kra nsie. And Santo free mo no, na say a replacement. And then the Agya Koo bam. And I wouldn't say it was all was on the shoulders of Agya Koo. And there were a lot of people who were also working behind the scenes. But Agya Koo played a very important role because people loved Agya Koo. And he played a major role.
So why don't we start giving the credit to Santo Judas Mobile before Agya Koo buy, but we just heap all the praises on Agya Koo?
Well, I think it's natural because those who died, normally we easily forget them. But Santo played a very important role. Yes, it's unfortunate. 1 year sini kese. 1 year sini kese. I'm saying, Kumasi krade, obey just about 2 movies or 3 be. I'm so yes, career na or yeah, 1 or 2 be count. Into ye nyana nyusuna ma wa maye hate to say the Agya. That is why we always try to acknowledge just Agya Koo instead of Santo. But he also played his part.
So still in the movie industry before we come to Wankasankasa no. Okay, industry ni mo akoye say ene yesu ya even say yesu Agya Koo na enya Kwaku no ne Agya Koo esi wo. Yesu Kwaku no na enya lewe na ne Agya lewe na Agya Kwaku no esi wo na akofa lewe na yesu lewe sa. Do you think that this idea ye for the past years no abo industry no?
I don't think so. And I don't blame producers and so. Sometimes, truly speaking, my fans say almost so sometimes they have their selves to blame. Because me metraha na me nka enkondemo Agya. But edu baby no na to use Agya Koo has become a problem. Because he was in hot demand. Almost every producer wanted Agya Koo to be on his set. And quiet to say, he started coming out with his own rules and regulations as a person. You can get him on set for 2 days. He doesn't work in the night. A lot of rules, personal rules. And he do by the night to say, Ubenyana Yisuna a problem, mom, rather than helping the production. And we decided, Yana Omo can say bia, yet now say Ebon Hopo say we are going to sideline him. And yes sanity. I know the man who say almost true allegations, wild allegations about to say nipa we nikota yes sir. For a long period of time no. And I realized who say because he has monopolized the acting his prices were going out abnormally. Maybe 2 days. Sometimes or just scripter we since in the free one because I use scripter since a free mo. No actually was since we na mitra. And she at the time no we won't say I'm pet competition amana. It will not augur well for the whole industry. And it's hard time we have to bring other people, help them come up, and then we see what we can do. And I think it's worked. But the answer is in a frame. But demands, and a call for because there were other people who were also coming.
Producers not a fast agent, no.
Yeah, of course, because you are doing business. And the business you do by now if you say more share, not changes biba, na human team kosua. Why not?
The last time I talked to you, Oka said he never charged up to I think 6,000 Ghana cedi before.
The beginning of the movie, time, it wasn't like that. We did very good movies, but men kai senior me 5,000 crowd. Then kai. And now I had to say, some of us we needed to sacrifice to make sure say industry no bit imagine and aso. And now who yes in the crowd now when you're sure of how the marketing will go. And we now say a farmer out there now farmer. But most of the movies were not even also making it. And now the risk involved in making movies, great. Until the say nipa no be beba from na producer no so to me bem na what me nyeska e produce fufura and I will be saying adwuma until why don't we help them to make money and do more movies so that we can also get more work to do. And in that Rubiana says sometimes you need to sacrifice and make sure say you maintain the pace.
And then about Lewin and Kwaku too, there's this hearsay tell that it got to a time Kwaku was going down because Ofa Lewin say on person obe acting along Kwaku, and then he was also host kick then because also said yeah then you have to let Kwaku go. Now he used to sense on us will be a person.
I know I can't say much about them. Maybe when you meet them and talk to them or more can, but to me personally I didn't see anything of that sort. Well, when they come to fame, then their attitude and other things changes. And say we are artists now by a star. Now now attitude ni change here. Definitely, you are working with people. Until one way, a lot of people cannot contain your attitude and other things, so they will look elsewhere for somebody.
Since you've been in the industry for quite a long time, any of these stars, attitude not change? Have you had any worse experience with any of them before? The Agya Koo, the Lewin, the Vivians, and Miliamo?
It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Anybody who was Pejano, definitely, and son of Eba by itself, because Ujeja and so people will take it for granted. And
I understand that, but also, no matter how big you are, you're penny for. I mean, one as a casano obi a winning cheddar because of who say now I'm the hottest kid. And where the idea over to my phone.
I know the Yamian Ukraine. Let me be frank. Nobody has shown me anything. Always when I meet them, they give me my respect. And I have no cause to complain as far as those behaviors are concerned. But you see, Sebia who yes be now about set to Sua. Emra or no ashishana de definitely. Emra or no ye because Agya Koo say on to me and I just scenes because lights were disturbing his eyes. That was the excuse he gave. And one or two occasions be cases be bam and him say one incrophobia or if he say their behavior towards him was not the best until he doesn't want to work with them. Until Mikrambia cases be or I have to sit in and make sure say the peace about say they be on bit my yajuma. Until that was personal. Until I wouldn't say media will be unsure that kind of attitude towards me.
So where have you been?
Oh, I'm around, but just that I'm doing maybe different things, writing more. Because of my sickness, the demands will not be as you were strong. Until definitely, you have to do something, find something else to do to survive.
Do you mind we talking about your sickness?
It's not a secret. Everybody knows. So at a point in time, that was 12 years, 13 years. It has been quite a time. I had a stroke. And by the grace of God, I'm still living. And it was unfortunate, but you see, what can you do? I mean, sickness it can come at any time.
Did you lose hope in the course of the sickness? I got to a point that I said, I'm not sure that it's going to work again. I might lose my life.
About from the now it's say Oko Dakrana and the when you see daylight, it's like when you're 1 year, because that time no, I was made to believe say ubetimi ada at any time. I won't sorry. When all that kind of these things going on in your mind, now it wasn't a pleasant time. But at a point as we go along, I met people, they talk to me, if you take care of yourself, you can live long and that. And then I say, we need long life. But along the way, I met people who have had stroke and are still living. And that gave me hope. That is why now I want to live my life giving hope to others. And there are a lot of programs that I've planned to do fee a bit me a buanipa. I'm on my home. So they'll be saying, who see ye. And then crying sham, they be sure say, baby satwa. It doesn't mean that is the end of your life. But go on and do whatever you want to do. Because now I'm doing everything. Sometimes I even forget maybe something is wrong with me. And so I'm here now, woman, do what you need to munya, and I'm here, but so when you take your medications and other things right, you live as any other person. Just that maybe sometimes weakness. Never be once I know me, but and also I'm working on it to make sure say I gain my full strength. And so adophobia abuame etua physio ne nema meye amana buame amawetima regain. And I think my latter days are going to be better than the former. Yeah.
I hope so. Amen. It shall come to pass. Now, let me ask, Tamana Oyareno, industry now woman, did they help? And I say, Omuja also una busa for most of my issue.
Uncle Basa, say industry come together, say, Bia, what you have done, we are doing this for you, we are doing that for you. Recently, Ghana Artists Guild, Bestrami. But as to the guest channel, I don't think say Sky more the mame as intimate top room for even 1 week. Because person my boss can but they know say it's nothing to write home about. And Ramenum Crano intimate top for 1 month. Industry in India, I don't think say what we do to our aged artists, sick artists, it's not right. That is why I want to do something to help, so that when people go into that situation, a bit me abua or mona, me akushin or mokakra.
We one time. Why I don't know. Say maybe on the field of play, and you're in the buy, and I say I don't for quite the buy.
Oh, yeah, they say it will definitely come from within. Maybe I did not eat right, or I didn't do something right, or my system Nankasano is maybe I didn't take care of myself. Maybe that is it.
Did you ever think that maybe a industry place maybe an IUBB?
Say juju and abibisa. Well, a lot of people talk about it, but me personally, I don't believe it. I don't believe say juju or anything. Don't let us go apportioning blames to anybody. I mean, it's me. Maybe I didn't do something right, and I buy. And it doesn't mean that is the end of your life. Like I said, nyame oho, nyame tiase. I pray and do my things right. If something happens to me, and I wouldn't give the credit to that small or a little witchcraft somewhere, or if there is something that we call witchcraft. Or Hokrana, maybe say he can't have any influence over my life. I don't even think that way.
We are industry now. Why are we now? Omano I say. Obian found. Did you feel disappointed or did you regret ever even coming in the industry?
My policy is, in whatever situation that you find yourself, you don't have to give up. and I continue to be relevant to the movie industry. I serve in associations. I was FIPAC member. I was vice president. I can movie producers. I was once the head of the Ghana Artists Guild and the rest. See, I remember in the crowd, I was still serving. I was still offering my help to make sure say I bring a lot of people, help a lot of people to achieve their goals. And that was enough satisfaction. And to be a sika because if you are not acting and doing some jobs, definitely the money, the inflow will cease. But it's not money all the time. When I'm able to help people, that also gives me satisfaction. No regrets. I mean, I haven't finished with the industry. I will still go ahead and do the little that I can to help.
A year at a point, you went to Bishop Obinim.
Oh, Koyo is my friend. Angel Obinim is my friend. A time immemorial. Menena to Anamoa. And you don't want to call. Me told to be a me call for told to be a Bishop Beduko be me call. Me spiritual father. He's a prophet. Prophet Victor Kusi Boateng. To say all the time, no, I have good rapport with men of God, and Bishop Budim is a good guy. He's so good.
Because it became big issues. So I could Bishop Obinim. As like everybody was talking about it.
Oh, so what is so wrong with going to the house of the Lord? Me, what people are saying and what people are doing, that is all I know is that me who say Bishop been ejina puppet so I preach say I encourage so nipa mo adwaman and nipa nkobo krono na nyame asem no Canada bia. So me, I'm not a spirit man. I won't see in the spirit. But from what he is doing, no, I mean, he's healing the sick, he's helping the people, and what is wrong if I go to him and I feel that maybe he can help me in a way? And no crime, and come on, me and no, I and come on, na ye me calling chain, and also whom me needs, and he met my needs at that particular time. And let's see, and and then maybe we're home to me for a kind of public. Time I may call home in Miracle Films and one of our elders, a call home. Now, if he said one of the measures and I'm more a bit me too. I'm an abwa industry, no. It's say spiritual because now I feel drew baby no. Yankrophone na being Kolana Bano, where to no son and no mocha. Where do we have for baby? Where do we have for baby? And I say more na more the sunny man bemwa. One here and then I was on every free so. And now we needed to do something about it. And now the real reason I call on Krano was not say on why in my industry no any, but there was some things I needed to work but I know me to me from it to your heart. And the cry call and beside crying to me and cannot in public because now I private and teaching and then could this uncommon, but people misconstrue it and said whole lot of things. But I mean, whatever people say about these prophets. And to your patch, I say, "Bibi, Papa, be free bonsam," because these people that I know, look at Obofo, Nansia, Omancro Focus, some of our artists in Ukra, benefit near there, and is that what we termed as devilish? And I mean, who so we jump up to Suaka be in the praise of the devil, and now worship the devil near Nemanema. And you know, man, I feel saying Yayomo.
You went to Bishop Daniel Obinim, I think 2017, I stand to correct it.
Me call and yet
no like because like producers ne coin, they producers mo coin, only miracle ne other one coin. To
kind it in a day, but make I see a coho.
So my next question is Mokoba has has the industry changed? Has he been able to save the industry from?
No, I personally went back and said, say, he should forget about everything that we came because look as if the industry people now crano be barbontin be dissociate themselves and then nema and now obinim now was saying say I don't know buy no crano ya ma for our own personal gains say bia memoa na wadwumanye yi ana bibisa na eba for the whole industry and ya chere no ne ne ka nsem bia se no ne ka ne ade. But we had to go back and tell him to stop because look as if the people that we are doing the things for, we wanted to, they are not interested. Into why do we have to bother ourselves? And see, some fees say be or but me they are boame as individual on your fam boame. And the truth, he helped me.
Prophet Medikobi is your person, Reverend Obofo is your person, Bishop Obini is your person. You have other ministers of the gospel, almost unipa. And you said earlier, say almost a year. Now, almost a year.
Me at a point in time, no, the akano, and yes, spiritual thing. Me sana ye wiki no, and yes, spiritual things. I need to make sure I do physio. And send me a physio to bring my strength in the back. In Bible be SM Bubiano, mabo. Baby is on me could be amako. And it is not about a beer or no album pioneer and pioneer Jumana Bibisa. I wish we stopped talking about prophets because in Americano, men of God today, I always make sure say I give them their due respect. My spiritual father, Reverend Kusibuati, is a prophet. And sometimes when I go to such places, a big crowd now a business assembly in Nipa Krokoka. When you see me there, I don't see anything wrong with going there. I worship every Sunday. I pray every day. And when I go to such places, it doesn't mean anything. There are good things there.
One of the many ways Namojo is able to save the industry, by going to a man of God to pray for the industry. What else do you think that right now the industry needs to do for it to come on its feet again?
So say industry it doesn't mean say people people watch movies day and night. So if we have problems, I think the TV stations they are not helping the movie industry because they know they need us. They need movies. They need local contents to feed their stations. But they are not dealing with us fairly. And I wonder who is going to help us in talking to them. Because they will carry dollars, go to Mexico, the Spanish kind of things, go and buy it, come and convert it, and do chi, and put it on air. A lot of expenses will go on it. But say full-length movie, Krana Wajina or Tom. So sika or the Bemawa, Areho. Skana was spending millions. And the Sinina was spending millions, said the Ayano. TV station bar, no offer about 3 million, say every part 1 million. And no crown of it me I could dim 3 months, 4 months. This all true before your money come. But they carry Omoya no munyas kana normal carry son into dollars. Then they go and buy contents from outside. Meanwhile, when they show our movies on air, if I can get it free on air, why should I go and buy? Oh, and never be into ye. That is why the industry is dying. But they are surviving because they can afford to go outside and buy and come and turn it into tree. Now our has a Brunei our country. Everybody want to go and watch them. So it put us at a disadvantage. We a series sometimes so qua. But catch us come and buy airtime before you can put your series on TV. Now me confess come here they will try airtime. And they are not dealing with us fairly. That is why I think say echo from in a way.
Mr. Kwaku twumasi and Ekasa, Medin Edisa in Felix, Yanko Dubai from 14th June to 19th June. was just 7,200 Ghana cedis. Yeah, well, Tracy watching her a short call by Tracy. I will Patase, Kumasi. If you come to Kumasi, you want a place to eat and drink. Just come to short code by Tracy or Patase Police Depot na Junior National. That is where it is. Make a Tracy as same way. Let me ask. 2 years after President Kufuor was like sworn in as a president, do you see him as a president living by his words for the industry? No, not for the country, for the industry.
No. This is a very dicey question. Say the former minister for creative arts, Catherine Afeku. We met with her several times. He made promises, but actually we are not seeing the promises. And sometimes when they channel the help that needs to come to the industry, they channel it to the wrong places. Because Debbie America as a yana many yakosa Agya Koo kakra. But to say no, there has been a transition where the sales in CDs are fading out. And you know, everybody is doing online marketing. And what I expected the government to do is to create an app, a bit boy in na yetimia promote app no. Now do see so that people can access it. We work with the telecoms. Nanka at least share bundle kakra ne nema nanka yetete some individuals are doing it. Look at Iroko. If an individual is doing that and they can give I think about $4 million to support the Nigerian industry, how much do you think they are making? Intina may expect to say, Catherine, Satam no Agya Koo to come out with a Agya Koo app. But rather an app that can cater for all Kumawood movies, all Ghanaian movies. Nanka no,
so if I get you well, like instead of the Agya Koo app, one app for the industry, not for Agya Koo,
where people can put their movies there, because now individuals are doing it. They steal our movie and go and put it there. You can't even arrest them. We don't know how we are going to arrest them, but they are making money out of us. Adentina ministry no MYA. Nya app visa. Some untiminya krana and kaode in this individual be a just team up with the person. You don't need an answer. Now you know how we can cooperate with each other. Said the bear, say my siniba could have bear over a year. I don't know how to come out with it because medical app so now medical YouTuber. I don't know how much I'm going to make out of there. And you know, can app be your whole I bet me access here, which on this note, I'll recommend Cine Plus Africa now, which I know is one of us is trying to do. And Kasano, I didn't see government no support no. Emma app no, in Naso. Said there be a lot of people can access it. Now do Cine Kotua, people watch it, and you can also make some money out of it.
Before we go, Krambono, you were earlier talking about a way of also helping the aged and then the needy industry players. No, what's the plan for them? Are you setting up any foundation or anything to help such people?
Yes, I'm coming up with Chumesi Foundation. Chumesi Foundation, all we are going to do is we are going to make sure we meet artists in need, artists who are sick, the aged artist. Anything, omu here mwa na baby sano. Omu nyina no ye creative fan no because minim say say no say ye mu bi ye be fire my ekoye advert. E man crofo ye endorse crofo products e ma ye to there. Why don't we say satama omu wa hoden ni ade why don't they come in so that we can do an event? We can generate funds and put it into the fund. And then that will be managed by a management team. Where my Nyankro form also by a board of trustees. I involve people in the industry and the people outside. I'll monitor say everything is being done right so that we can generate some funds They put on somewhere so that when somebody is in need, as Anna, yeah, friend, on air, I could plead with the people to come to our aid. We have given to the society. This is the time the society can also give back to help the artist. And you know, young cause stress be initially no na be me feel say you be fundraising dinner. Now there is this kakra free wa we involve ourselves in some businesses. I feel saying a bit me manage to create funds and put it into the funds. So be here. Then we can go into the fund and help the person.
At the time, did you get to a point and now, who says this car? How this the idea way about?
Nyame adaroma ma kwasere sika mfiri obiaho. But miame hu difficulty ya mekom. Eduru ba bia na say wo kan sisi so pa wan hwe ya. You have to go begging. But adophobia ne makakra bia me so akire ne ne manema no to help me. Enti miame hwe to bia mekom no. Ene to bia me wom sisi akran because sometimes say no movie adwuma na ye basai. But method grow between 3 million, 4 million a month. That is medication that I'm on. My physiotherapy and other things haven't come in. I have to eat rice, which is expensive. Ninyina is something that is. But into me show when na and more bien free baby ama. Meanwhile, when you're an artist, you don't do anything concerning your pension or anything. Into nothing is coming from there. Into no wonder say you won't be no be no. Na ayɛ na baabi a wobɛda koraa na wobɛte wɔ se yɛtu me wobɛte yɛ sɛ meyɛ sei wobɛte wɔ se obi a meyɛ madom koraa deɛ mɛdi koraa bɔ me nti mefiri sɛ we need to do something for ourselves. If nobody is doing anything for you, get up and do something for yourself. We are young now, now. Help, let's create money.
So when are you launching this Twumasi Foundation?
The launch is on the 8th of June. After that, you better announce a date for the dinner dance. I bet on some friend paying for our Monsamobi corporate bodies. Now for prophecy, if we say among women must say they will come and help us. Into Yanya and Noah, Bibi Kakradi to foot no more. I feel a near Beshasi na business has bet me this kind of iron. A remuna fee. If we say they bet me a piano. People may I won't even go near the money. There will be people who will be managing the money. I mean, corporate people who come in and manage the money. Board of trustees to monitor them and make sure say everything is done right. Said the baby to say even pension crana now a year for artists so that your life no miserable.
What's your final words?
My final words is Ghanaians. Let me look at them and talk to them. Menim say mumu bebre mouth Kumawood movies, three movies. But very soon we are coming back with full force. And Nema being a torch makakra, yes, to Nema. They said the Tibiano, Nema Bay. Now, and then in the end, Yan said, Ubeto Siding Kwan, Sanwahe. Yano said by possible, so we've been phone no cray kutano, Ubeti my racing in also. Ye man a bang, ye man a bang. Now what to me, I racing also. Enti yene nipa no mo be di agro ni e di nkomo se sa Cine Plus no download e bia Kumawood Cine bia o pese o hwe bia no go to Play Store then download the Cine Plus ubenya Kumawood movies ni bia hwe na producers and so mama you making sure say no we are on the internet and no say we adwuma pa because say no we are not doing for Kantamanto and Kejetia. We are doing for people in England, in America, in Asia, and other things. Until we are Juma pa na and for so much.
Thank you very much.
I'm so grateful.
It's an honor to have you, sir. My name has always been Felix. Follow me on Instagram.